What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, as expected, you have undefeated two-division world champion, currently the WBA 130 and 135 simultaneously belt holder, Gervonta Tank Davis, superstar boxer, and undefeated lightweight unified world champion superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez weighing in on the performance just displayed by undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney as he took on Yuriokis Gamboa. Gervonta Tank Davis took to social media and he just put a laughing emojis immediately following the fight. As you know already, Gervonta Tank Davis and Devin Haney have a history. They have a rivalry. It's a natural rivalry. Floyd Mayweather is, Devin Haney is always training in and around Floyd Mayweather gym since he was 5 years old. He's trained with Floyd Sr., Floyd Mayweather Jr., Roger Mayweather, and Jeff Mayweather. Okay, so he's grew up in the Mayweather gym, and obviously Gervonta Tank Davis is signed to Floyd Mayweather. And over this past summer, you had Gervonta Tank Davis feeling a certain kind of way after pictures and video surfaced of Devin Haney training with Floyd Mayweather, who's his direct rival and in his directly in his path. Because they in and around the same weight class in the weight division, so they're gonna have to cross paths at some time. So Gervonta Tank Davis felt like it was a bit of betrayal because you're essentially teaching him how to defeat me, right? You're giving him tips and pointers and training him, and I'm your ace fighter under your promotional banner, Mayweather Promotions. With that said, also obviously Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney have been linked because Teofimo Lopez defeated three-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, superstar boxer Vasil High-Tech Lomachenko in his last outing to become unified. But the thing about it is, Lomachenko fought British lightweight contender Luke Campbell, who's an Olympic gold medalist, British superstar boxer, and he fought him for the vacant WBC title vacated by four-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer Mikey Garcia, and he defeated Luke Campbell in that fight. But immediately afterwards, Devin Haney was his mandatory challenger, and Vasil Lomachenko petitioned the WBC sanction body to franchise him, elevate him in order for him not to have to honor the mandatory and fight Devin Haney for the WBC title. The WBC granted that wish. Devin Haney then went on to fight for the vacant WBC title, in which he won the title. And Lomachenko then wasn't officially. He vacated his belt officially, so he was the WBC franchise champion, but he's not the official WBC champion. So he vacated the title. So him fighting with Teofimo Lopez was not for undisputed officially because it was for the WBC franchise title, not the official WBC title. The IBF, the WBA, and the WBO belts were on the line as well. And so he didn't officially fight for the WBC title, right? Devin Haney fought Abdullah for the official vacant WBC title, and he defeated him. With that said, Teofimo Lopez, he puts out on social media, he says, like I said, like it or not, I'm the undisputed lightweight world champion. And he put the takeover, right? So so obviously he's referring to the fact that, when he says like it or not, he's saying that, people can say what they want. I'm the undisputed champion. So he said again, need I say more? Question mark. Undisputed lightweight champion. Hashtag the takeover, right? So he's saying that, prior to this, and he had Randy Macho Man Savage, talking while he was doing it. He was saying just before the fight that Devin Haney has yet to fight even a C-level type class fighter. Well, Yuriokis Gamboa is more than a C-level fighter. Yuriokis Gamboa tonight came just simply to survive. And this fight was eerie similar to Teofimo Lopez, Vasil Lomachenko, regardless of what Teofimo Lopez would like to think, because Lomachenko was inactive for the first 7 rounds of the fight, and it looked a lot like this fight, right? It was one-sided, and Teofimo Lopez was landing big punches, more so to the body. Devin Haney was landing clean, accurate counter punches to the head and to the body. Teofimo Lopez was more so going to the body of Lomachenko to slow him down, and at times he would come up to the top Obviously, he was in there with a better fighter in Lomachenko than Yuriorkis Gamboa. But as far as the performance goes, it looked the same until after the eighth round is when the first time Lomachenko threw double-digit punches in the first round. I mean, in the eighth round for the first time. And he let his hands go in that eighth round. But then he won 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I mean, 8, 9, 10, and 11, right? Simply because Teofimo Lopez decided to stand flat-footed and try to counterpunch and sit on his punches more, thinking that he could get Lomachenko out of there. Lomachenko was dominating the fight and looked like he was on the verge of stopping Teofimo Lopez at one point in time. And then in the 12th round, Teofimo Lopez bit down and showed the champion heart that he had and dominated the 12th round. Looked like he was on the verge of stopping Lomachenko in the 12th round until a clash of heads happened and then a cut occurred and the fight was halted. And then it was only 10 seconds or 15 seconds left, and it changed the momentum of the fight at that point. And then the round just ended, and he won a unanimous decision victory. But like I said, as far as performances go, it was a great performance because most people didn't think that he was going to have the ability to simply outbox Lomachenko in the manner he outboxed Vasyl Lomachenko. So that's why. But if you look at the fight itself, it was very similar 1 through 7 until Lomachenko got active when Teofimo Lopez was sitting down on his punches and gave Lomachenko more opportunities. So, his dominant performance, yes, but this was a dominant performance by Devin Haney because simply Yuriorkis Gamboa did not come to fight. And Gervonta Tank Davis is more explosive. He's more of a power puncher. So styles make fights, right? We saw Manny Pacquiao knock out and dominate Miguel Cotto, unlike Floyd Mayweather beat Miguel Cotto. He didn't dominate Miguel Cotto. It was a much closer fight with Floyd Mayweather and Miguel Cotto than Manny Pacquiao and Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto's fights, Manny Pacquiao's fights with Juan Manuel Marquez was more action-packed, but Floyd Mayweather just simply dominated Juan Manuel Marquez. He didn't knock him out. He dropped him one time in the fight, but the majority of the fight, it was just a pure outboxing domination, right? That's what we got tonight from Devin Haney. When you saw Manny Pacquiao against Ricky Hatton, he knocked out Ricky Hatton in dramatic fashion. Floyd Mayweather knocked out Ricky Hatton, but it took him quite some time. It took him to almost to the 10th round, I believe. But when they got in the ring with one another, Floyd Mayweather dominated Manny Pacquiao. So you can't look at these performances and say, well, look how you should have knocked out and dominated Yuriorkis Gamboa. That's not Devin Haney's style. Teofimo Lopez is more explosive than Devin Haney with power, and so is Gervonta Tank Davis. Styles make fights. Miguel Cotto was more of a dominant knockout fighter, but when he got in the ring with, like I said, with Floyd Mayweather won the fight, but he had more success against Floyd Mayweather than he did Manny Pacquiao. But when Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather got in the ring, it wasn't close either, right? Floyd Mayweather simply just dominated him in a boring fashion, right? Most people pointed to the fight and said, look how boring it was. Well, obviously, because, Floyd Mayweather's style. Understand what I'm saying? So Marquez and Pacquiao fights were far more competitive and more action-packed, with more thriller than Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, but that doesn't mean that they're better fighters. That's what I'm getting at. So this doesn't mean that Gervonta Tank Davis or Teofimo Lopez are better fighters than Devin Haney, because in the manner he beat Yuriorkis Gamboa compared to the manner in which Gervonta Tank Davis beat Yuriorkis Gamboa. So don't get that misconstrued and think that, oh, well, you see, he just outboxed. He won every single round against Yuriorkis Gamboa tonight, and Gamboa simply just came to survive. He did not come to win. He did not come to have bad intentions or try to hurt Devin Haney. He just simply came to survive, hold on, grabs. He wasn't throwing punches. It's very difficult to knock out a guy and look great against a guy that's simply there to survive. So with that said, if you look at Errol Spence Jr.'s fight with Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence dominated Mikey Garcia from rounds 1 through 12. But then you look at Jesse Vargas and Mikey Garcia, and Jesse Vargas seemed like he was on the verge of knocking out Mikey Garcia. There was just more action in there because of the style in which they fought. Do you think that Jesse Vargas could beat Errol Spence Jr.? Absolutely not. So, yes, obviously, does it bring much drama to the fights that Gervonta Tank Davis, Teofimo Lopez bring? No. But does that mean that they're better fighters than Devin Haney? No. So don't get confused. Don't mix the two up. Don't think because, well, look how in the manner you comparing the fights. he dominated Gamboa. They both dominated Gamboa, but Gervonta Tank Davis is more of a power puncher. So this is expected from Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Tank Davis. At the end of the day, Teofimo Lopez needs to make the fight with Devin Haney so we can get an official undisputed lightweight world champion, point blank and period, because there's never been an undisputed 4 sanctioned body belt holder in the lightweight division. So if Devin Haney is easy pickings and Teofimo Lopez is high as on himself as he is, and he believes that it's an easy outing, make the fight. But that's all I got for y'all. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.